every time the whole NFL draft or certain images popped up in social media with athletes having white girlfriends, white wives, or whatever, it is it is so. There's always a niche, right, of black women up in arms about it. They are so, all these black men, all these successful black men just want white women. This is a thing where that is a lie, because I've seen plenty of images of successful black men, athletes, with black women. But this is the thing where just because of some of the few that pop up, black women, and not surprisingly, but telling that it's the average to below average black women that are up in arms about it. That they are jealous that because this black man is about to become a millionaire, whatever, it should be with a black woman. But that's the problem with a lot of things, with a lot of women, where I honestly believe black women in particular, do not have the attitude, do not have the personality to be with successful men. So we'll dig in deeper into it, because this might be a pretty long video. So yeah, let's get started.
I can't be the only one who noticed that every single time the NFL draft come around, it's always a white girl sitting beside the black boy, the black man on the couch. Every single time. It's always a white girl. Why is it always a white girl? Why they never no black girl next to the black boy? I mean, I'm not racist or nothing, but they don't find that suspicious? I can't be...
You know what I find? Just like Alvy said, this is the problem with a lot of black women. They're not building with men. And here, let me cut the detractors off. I've been with a guy who was in jail, or he was broke, all this shit. No, this is the thing. You decide to waste your one time of building with terrible men, and now you don't want to build with any men. That's the insanity of it, right? Where you chose to build with terrible men, and now that turned you off. Ain't that something? And here's the thing where a lot of these NFL athletes, they're like high schoolers or college guys. Or I think college guys. These girls, these white girls, at least in these situations, even the black ones, have been with these men from day one. I will get a video where it will be talking about it. These girls were with this man since day one. And what? Not just with him with day one. She sacrificed. She did everything she can to secure her position, to get just be a part of his life. He is the focus. He's the main focus. And that's the problem with a lot of modern day women. But like I said, especially black women, or a good margin of them, is that the strong, independent mindset is what is killing them when it comes towards being with successful black men. Let's say this, right? The engineers, the men that, well, you know what? I'm gonna talk about that a bit later. But that's the thing where a lot of these women, they were with these men since day one. That's why these men see the value in it, and that's the problem with a lot of these women, especially the women that are complaining about these NFL black men that are dating or married to white women. These white women will sacrifice. They will do whatever it takes to get that bag. These women, and like I said, athletes, do you think athletes are the most, faithful type of men out there? I beg to differ. Yet, these women will kind of turn a blind eye or bend to whatever making that man happy. And these average black women, they can't think of that. They can't, oh, what? He's going to cheat on me? Well, these men have options. That's why I've said it. Women like this, average women, they only qualify for 50-50. Where you're both contributing, you're both equal. Because when you're with a successful man, a man with options, well, the power dynamic is just one way. So let's
why are all these black college...
Okay. Alright, this guy's explaining it. I mean, he knows these athletes, so let's listen.
Why are all these black college athletes that are getting drafted having white women? What's going on? I am going to tell you, as someone that is friends with a lot of D1 football players and D1 basketball players, I'm going to tell you because they have told me. Whoa. Before I get into this, I want to make it clear I'm only into black women. I'm just telling you what they have told me. My man said, bro, how many white women have you seen do the Meg Thee Stallion challenge? And he said, excluding the ones that think they're 2 shades away from being Lotto. I said, probably only 1. He said, okay. Yo, 5 of my guys that play on Division 1 Power 5 football teams, and they were like, Goody, you know the type of NIL deals we got. One of my men said, bro, I was messing with this black girl. She heard about the deal I got and started to request money, Apple Pays and Cash Apps for...
That's the thing, right? That, right there, what he said, where you know this man has money or is going to have money, and now you're trying to juice him or get as much as you can from out of him. Not even athletes. Women will do this with other successful type of men. And here's the problem with black women. They do not know how to truly sacrifice to get a future. Because to be honest, they don't care about marriage. A lot of them don't care about marriage. So they don't care about, let me try to be, submissive or whatever to get this man to want to be with me, want to marry me so I could be his wife, so I could have a provider. No, let me get what I can out of him right now. Let me get what I can from out of him right now. If he could get my nails, my hair, buy me a bag, pay my rent, all this shit right now. Let me get as much out of him right now as I can. That mentality will produce, some fun times, right? Some sex, a bag, your hair done, your nails done. Okay, great. But that man will only see you as he's paying for some sex. Here's the difference with those white girls, which he's going to say soon. They will sacrifice those. They're not asking for, they are trying to get an image, have kind of an image in this man's eyes as, I am going to be an important part of your life. I'm going to be what you need. Part of your success, right? Your rise to whatever. And that's the point. That's the point where I think that's the wifey mentality. Where I want to be a important cog in your machine. Instead of, like a lot of black women now, I just want to use you for what you can do for me right now. I don't care about the future. 2 different ways of thinking.
Her hair and nails. Oh, shit. My other friends were saying, bro, I would try to take her out to Chipotle, Cava, this and that. She would get mad talking about, why are we going to steakhouses? You're good for it. I said, oh, shit. They were like, bro, the white women, they're down to go and get a cup of coffee, go and get some fucking ice cream. My friends were like, bro, the white women we're dating, they pay for a lot of our stuff. I said, what do you mean? They said, bro, they know that we're making some money. But while we're at practice or we're at camp, they got us our favorite Cava bowl, double chicken, right? Waiting for them to come out of practice. My friends are telling me these girls are getting their group projects done, getting their essays done, online tests done, on time. I said, wait, what? I said, bro, what about maintenance? There's no way y'all not paying for her hair, nails, bags, her lifestyle. He said, bro, first of all, my girl will get her own Starbucks and even get me one, but if I want to be nice, I'll get her something, from Starbucks. And they were like, hair and nails. They don't even care about the nails, really, And if they do it themselves. Sometimes I pitch in, and I was like, all right, what about hair? They're like, bro, she's white. She just brushes. We're flat-hounders, she wants to be special. Jesus Christ, you guys are saving a lot of money. One of my men said this. He just got drafted. He said, bro, I was dating a black girl. Now I'm dating a white girl. I'm about to marry her. He said, the difference between the black girl and the white girl, the biggest difference, is the white girl knows when to shut the fuck up. I said, God damn. Listen, this is...
Listen what he said. This black athlete said, the difference between dating a white girl and a black girl is the white girl knows when to shut the fuck up. Essentially, attitude. Attitude. It is what kind of attitude you give these men. You have to think. These men are successful men or will become successful men, at least financially. These men have options. They don't need you. You need them. You have to become an important part of their life so they see a need for you. But these women, modern day black women, don't do that. They cannot do that. They cannot stop with the attitude, stop with the, I don't need you, right? I can get my money myself. The next guy will get it, all this shit. Well, have you seen my other Kendra G videos? Well, you can see the life of these black women. These certain type of, I'm not saying all, but the ones that will complain, why are these successful men going for other women? Because of your attitude. Because how you treat men. Here's the thing, right? You wonder, a lot of women have done it. They shitted on passport bros. Passport bros, men that can financially afford to travel. Black men that can financially afford to travel. Black men that can want to provide. Black men that can be able to pay for a woman's, immigration. Those are not poor black men. And yet, black women were shitting on those men. Those men are financially and maybe morally and mentally the right type of man you should be wanting. Just like these, maybe if you want money, just like these athletes. Yet you cannot even bend a knee to these men that are the prize. These men are the prize. Because essentially, these are men that women want. Men with money. Well, if you want these men, they're the prize. Yet you cannot bend the knee. You will still have the attitude. You will still get all up in arms if these men, cheated on you or had sex with other women. These white women or some of these other women would not care. They would not bat an eye because they would think, at the end of the day, this man comes home to me. It's he got the house for me, got the car, all this shit. Well, that's the attitude that these athletes or these successful men, these rich men, they want, they prefer. If you're the modern day women with the attitude that I'm the prize, I'm the table, shit like that, well, you ain't getting no successful man. So, here's another video. Let's
American women.
What?
I know for a fact I'm probably gonna face some backlash for saying it.
okay.
But y'all wanna know the real reason why y'all only see NFL players with white girls?
Why?
It's because they're corny. Like that's the team. They're lame. Not gonna hold you. They're lame for money.
See, I wasn't gonna touch the.
I know for a fact I'm probably gonna face some.
So here's an average woman. What she say?
I know for a fact I'm probably gonna face some backlash for saying this. But y'all wanna know the real reason why y'all only see NFL players with white girls?
Why?
It's because they're corny. Like that's the team. They're lame. Not gonna hold you. They're lame for money.
See,
I will continue it, but I wanted to talk about that. A while back, right? I don't know if you guys seen it. The whole Michael B. Jordan carpet interview where this woman interviewing him said, she remembers him back in high school. He said, yeah, I remember that too. Back in high school, you thought I was corny. You kind of put me down, laughed at me. I guarantee you that one of the reasons, one of the outcomes is black women thinking less of these types of men. Michael B. Jordan, one of the most successful black men out there, women were thinking little of him. No one was there with him since day one, building with him. No black women. No black women. So how can you complain? How can any black woman complain that, oh, if he ends up with a white woman? You weren't there to support him. What black woman was there to support him? None. None. Imagine this, right? And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know about it. The nerds, the geeks, the future engineers, the future tech guys. Girls won't even look your way. They wouldn't even think you're special. They would think you're corny, creepy. Alright? That's the thing. Women have done it to themselves. They put down these men that, let's say, and I've heard, and I know it, right? A lot of athletes, they like the anime. They like the geeky shit too. A lot of athletes. So, how could you be surprised, right? If an athlete, he's into anime, even though he's a football player, he's corny, shit like that. But a white girl, maybe a white girl, Asian girl, whatever, will look past it and like, oh, you know what? I'll still go for this guy. That's the thing what a lot of women don't understand. Where these men have potential to be successful. The geeks, if he pushes himself to be a tech geek or, whatever, right? These guys that women think are corny, but these men are the ones who strive to be better. And then you think, I guarantee you it, a lot of black successful men have been in those situations where back in the day, high school, college, women thought they were corny, creepy, or invisible. Well, now that they are six-figure men or successful men, why would they care about you? Why?
I wasn't going to touch this topic at all, but every year it's the same topic. Why do so many athletes date white women? First things first, the women that do speak on these topics, they're haters, right? Because this woman literally said,
this is coming from somebody that has talked to NFL players, dated an NFL player, did the whole nine,
I've been in relationships with athletes, right? But you can tell she's a hater because she hasn't been kept by one. Every time you hear a woman speak on these topics, their experience.
That's the thing, right? Women, even average women, even below average women, they probably have dealt with men that have six figures. They probably dealt with men that make money, that are athletes, that are successful men. Yet they can't keep these men. So they don't qualify for these men for at least long-term relationships. But because they think that, I had sex with this athlete, I had sex with this six-figure man, that's who I deserve. No, because you couldn't keep him. So really, you didn't qualify to be in a long-term relationship with him. If you want to have sex with six-figure men, there are plenty of men that would want that. Plenty of high-earning men that would do that.
It's always short. I've talked and dated to athletes and rich men, but your experience is short. And it just shows how jealous you are because these other women are being kept. Black and white, Hispanic, everything. But every year, this white girl with the black athlete thing is trending because that's what's being pushed. So around Super Bowl time, it was a group of black women that were saying, I'm an NFL girlfriend. Of course we're going to the Super Bowl. Roll the clip.
We're NFL girlfriends. Of course we're going to the Super Bowl. I'm an NFL girlfriend. Of course I'm going to the Super Bowl.
Now that that's out the way, let's talk about this. Those men aren't corny. Just because they're not dating a black woman or a woman of their race, that doesn't make them corny. You're just mad because it's not you. You're not being kept. Maybe they see right through you. You want to know what's corny? Bashing men because they didn't want to keep you around. Bashing other women because they got chosen, you did not. Maybe you're corny. Maybe those men seen through you. Maybe they seen that you were a sack chaser. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my black women, bro, but when y'all act out of line like this, bro, because you're not being kept, maybe you gotta step your game up. Maybe you have to change something about you. It's a reason why you can't keep an NFL guy or a rich guy. It's a reason why.
You know, this might be crazy, but I've said this multiple times before. I do not hate black women. My dating history, you'll be surprised, is mostly black women. I've only dated one Asian woman. Surprise, surprise. You would think that I hate black women. I don't. I do not hate black women. I date mainly black women. But this is the thing where I've had problems with it. There's been issues that have come up time and time again. And let's say this, seems like black women are predominantly the ones who say a lot of stupid shit online. I have plenty of white women, clips and videos that say stupid shit too. So, but for the ones who say, oh, you only, do content on black women. Well, I know black women more than I know white women, right? But like I said, there are more content, right, with black women. So it is what it is. But this is the thing. That's the thing where I think black women are having the hard time with right now. It's their attitude. Any man, maybe even every man will tell you, it don't matter if this woman is a supermodel or a 5, an average. I mean, like women that are like a 3, it's kind of hard. But if she's average or even a supermodel, if her attitude, her personality is shit, it don't matter. She's only good for a fun time. That's it. This is the thing with a lot of women, especially a lot of black women. Their attitude is the worst. Their attitude, how they treat men, how they talk to men, is what is keeping them unsuccessful in relationships. I do so many Kendra G videos. It is their attitude. It is how they talk to men. Plenty of them say, oh, it's my attitude. It's something. No, duh, it's your attitude. It's how you treat men. It's how women don't see, especially, like I said, especially black women. They do not see how they talk to men is disrespectful. They don't. And like, I know plenty of black men, and I'm not a black man, but I love black women. I love dating black women. But again, you ask any black man, their main gripe is how black women treat them, how black women talk to them. That's the thing what women seem to not understand. It is not because of you don't qualify for good men. It's that you are pretty much shooting yourself in the foot when it comes to getting a good man, because you are hard to deal with. So yeah, this is something that women seem to not be able to grasp. And you know what? Not even black women. I'm not saying not even black women. There's plenty of modern day women, modern day Western women. Their attitude is getting worse and worse by the year. Women's attitude towards men is getting worse. Disrespectful. They think men are useless. How they treat men, how they view men, it's getting crappier. And then you wonder why men are walking away, right? The MGTOW movement, passport bros, right? Going out of seas. Even the soft guy era, where top grade men are now, you know what? I deserve better. That's the thing women don't want to see. Because of how they treat men, men are adapting to it. Men are changing. Men are changing because of the treatment they've been getting from women. And this is the insanity that women just cannot see. Yet they think it's always men's fault. Absolutely crazy.